Hey guys, and welcome back to this Chelsea FIFA 19 career mode. Somebody commented on the last video saying I should get a Chelsea shirt. Well, here you go. One, to show that we mean business. I didn't go out and buy it just for this series. I had it anyway being a Chelsea fan, but today I think will come the real test. We've got the American Challenge Cup final against Atletico Madrid, which will be a tough game, don't get me wrong, but we seem to be doing alright on ultimate difficulty. But remember, in pre-season, all the games are slightly easier. The real test will be when we face City in the Community Shield. So a loan offer then for Tammy Abraham, and it's come for Crystal Palace, which is good because he can stay in the Premier League and gain some good experience. I will accept that. He will be going for a year. Of course, we can recall him if we decide that we need him. A couple of other players that I am going to transfer list, Marco Van Ginkel being one of them. The jury kind of is out on Gary Cahill. Some people saying, what's the point of telling him you don't really need the money? And he's a good backup player. Other people saying just get rid of him because you're not going to use him. Well, Van Ginkel I'm definitely not going to use. He is still a youngster, he's 25 years old, but that will get some decent money in. Gary Cahill, in real life, club captain. I'm going to keep him around at the moment. So look, you can see the cutscene there on the right hand side. Tellez has completed his move to AC Milan, so we're not going to be able to get him. Danny Drinkwater agreed personal terms with Stoke and has completed his move. So £12 million will be added to our transfer budget, and Leipzig become the second team to show an interest in loaning Tammy Abraham. It's also on a one-year deal. I would prefer him to go to Palace, so I could reject this offer, but the Bundesliga is not a bad league either. So Tammy Abraham, I will accept that as well. You've got the choice now, boy. So in terms of inbound, it's the striker position that we're really looking to sort of reinforce. Mauro Icardi was the main and most commented option. We're going to try and sign him now. Don't know how well negotiations will go. He's valued very highly at 56.5 million. However, he is 87 rated. So I don't know how. I'm gonna go in with a bid of 50. I don't know how or where they sit in regards to this. 50 million. You're right. Fine. He stormed out. We'll go back in. Don't worry about that. But before we do, we've got the American Challenge Cup final and the chance to gain some extra transfer funds. So drop a like if you're hyped and subscribe and turn those notifications on if you haven't done so already. Let's see if we can win our first trophy of this series, albeit a pre-season competition. So here's the Atletico Madrid side. It's quite strong, actually. They've also got a decent bench. One of my favourite strikers in the world is on there, and Diego Costa, obviously being a Chelsea fan, he was great for us. But they have re-signed Mario Mandzukic, who's playing his first game of his return today. We've also put out a strong team as we get closer and closer to the season. I want to get more familiar with the players that are likely to play. This time I've given Eden Hazard that free role just behind Alvaro Morata, and Wilfried Zaha is going to move out to the left-hand side, and I know he can play anywhere across those three. So, lovely little scissor pass out to the left. Koke heads the ball on. Antoine Griezmann, who will be a constant thorn in our side today, I'm sure about that. Oh, see Mandzukic there, trying to chip it up and volley it. The ball drops back to him. And that is one of the scrappiest goals you're ever likely to see. And within 5 minutes, Atletico Madrid are in front, and it's Mandzukic. Many happy returns for him. It was all just a bit scrappy, wasn't it? There, David Luiz fell over at 50-50, and it just ricocheted nicely for him. That's what we need. And Morata's been alright so far, but we need a striker that when an opportunity presents itself like that, we know that it's going to end up in the back of the net. I can't have missed chances at this level. Oh, they've given it straight to Pedro. Here he is, bang, 1-1, 1-1. It wasn't Pedro that they gave it to, incidentally. I thought it was, but Pedro is the man who's got himself yet another goal in pre-season, and he has finished that like a boss. Not sure exactly who it was who played it through, but that is a top finish. I think it was Hazard, incidentally, who played it through. Look at that, he just got underneath it and smashed it into the top corner. Koke knocks the ball inside to Saul. Back outside, Koke again. Just trying to block the cross. Oh, that looked painful. Azpilicueta blocked it. Cross comes in. It's half cleared. Woo! Here is Pedro. He's in fine goal-scoring form for us. Here is Alvaro Morata. Little back heel. Jorginho. Storming forward with the ball. Not really what he's known for, but space is there ahead of him. He's going to cut back. N'Golo Kante. Kante to the right. Pedro stands it up. Side netting. Morata left it because he was offside. I'm sure of it. Hazard, though, heading is really not his strong point. Bless him. David Luiz got to win that. Has done. We're approaching half-time. Here's Pedro. Finds Wilfried Zaha. What's he going to do? Cuts inside. Lays it off. N'Golo Kante. Touch and strike. Oh, N'Golo Kante. In off the underside of the crossbar. And with 20 seconds left until the half-time interval, the little wizard has come up with an absolute screamer. Don't see many of that Don't see that happen from him very often. Even the fans are in disbelief. Look, half of them are still sitting down. Assist for Wilfried Zaha. Great time to score. Look at the strike, though. So I've made 6 changes as we go into the second half. The reason being, I know the ones that I've taken off will be starting. So it's the likes of Hazard, Rudiger, Kante, Jorginho. They're definitely going to be in my starting 11. Just gives me the chance to look at more players. And Ross Barkley here with a nice ball into the path of Wilfried Zaha. Can he get his first Chelsea goal? No. I think that was heading over anyway. It was always rising. Oh, that's a lovely ball over the top. David Luiz has been caught out here. Gelson Martins plays it into the box. Griezmann with the header. Keeper with the save. Not his best effort. Perhaps if they'd have played that a bit better, they could have worked a better opportunity. Oh, nice play. Oh, what? Griezmann. Okay, fine. Don't argue with that when he's on his left foot, do you? Fires Atletico Madrid level. Some awful defending, though. We all just stopped. It's 2-2. Don't know where the confusion came. It was between Gary Cahill and who's that? Whoever it was just absolutely left his man. It's been a habit of ours this pre-season. Obviously, there's still a long way to go in this half yet, but we've been very good in the first half of our games and really, really poor in the second. Alonso with a nice little neat ball inside. Fabregas plays it on one more. Kovacic picks out the run of Wilfried Zaha, who bursts onto it. Little Berber spin, cuts inside. Wilf Zaha looks to finesse one. Oh! It deflected. Made it difficult for Oblak. Good save. Pedro with the throw. Oh, Wilfried. Look at that footwork. Unbelievable. Touched inside by Fabregas. Kovacic. Touch into the feet of Olivier Giroud. He's obviously left-footed. Finds Barkley. Lovely turn from Ross Barkley. Good hit. It deflects and it's punched away just as Giroud tried to head it in. Eventful game here. We come forward again. Kovacic. We've got a lot of space in midfield. Here's Cesc Fabregas. Needs a runner. There isn't one. Zaha will take over. Little back heel to Giroud. Giroud lays it off. Alonso will cross. Zaha will win the header. It's a good header. Again, it's not his strong point, but that was close. Here's Saul in midfield. Finds Mario Mandzukic. Got players everywhere. Atletico. Saul again. Nice little step over and he hits it. Cahill with the block. Keeper with the punch away. I think we're going to escape. Maybe even launch a counter-attack. Barkley finds Cesc Fabregas. Giroud is not the man you want on a counter-attack. However, this man is. Can Giroud get into the middle? Zaha cuts back. Little overlap from Alonso. Bit of good fortune about that. Alonso cuts inside, finds Zaha. It's a good ball across. Not really sure whether it was a shot across or what. I definitely intended to just hit it. But Atletico Madrid escape. And we've got just over 10 minutes to go. We've got a man injured at the top of the screen. Really struggling. Marcos Alonso with a good defensive header. Final moments of the game. Felipe Luis puts it in. Alonso heads it away. We're kind of stuck, camped in our own box here. But Giroud, it's a good ball. Can Barkley get on the end of it? No. Although, they've left it, and Wilfried Zaha could be away. He's got a runner on the right. Can we pick him out? We're looking to pick out Pedro. It's just too high, and Oblak read it. Looks like we're going to extra time, guys. Or will it go straight to pens? I think it does, being pre-season. Got a draw yet. We've got a draw. Atletico could win it, and the bounce has completely done Gelson Martins. We're in the 94th minute. There's only 2 to be added, so there you go. Full-time whistle goes. It's finished 2-2. I think we're going straight to pens. It's going to be Mario Mandzukic up first. Obviously scored in the game. Making his return to Atletico like we said. And he's tried to chip it. And that was so tame. I could take 2 or 3 steps across. And then still get there. Olivier Giroud first up for us. And that's a tame penalty. And Oblak pushes that away. Antoine Griezmann, the other goal scorer in 90 minutes. Little stuttered run up. Rolls it straight down the middle. Makes keeper look like an idiot. But Cesc Fabregas now. Looking to smash it tops. And Oblak with the save again. Wow, I've got to work on my penalty taking ability. I think this is Juan Fran. What are you doing with that run up? Let's try and put him off. It's the world's longest run up in history. And a good save this time from Ariza Balaga. Some awful penalties going in today. I'm going to try and go the same way because I keep thinking that the Oblak will go the other way in a minute. None out of 3 from the spot. Unacceptable. Gelson Martins. He's put it wide. What on earth? This time, I'm going straight down the middle with Ross Barkley. Just drill it. None out of 4. Chance for Felipe Luis to win it for Atletico Madrid. He steps up. Saved by Ariza Balaga. Only 1 penalty has gone in so far. And it's Wilfried Zaha to keep us in the game. This time, I'm going to try and finesse one. And I've hit the inside of the post. I did not score any of my 5 penalties. Any of them. The American Challenge Cup has been won by Atletico Madrid, and they're not really sure how to celebrate, look. So this is more like it. They're singing Champions, which is annoying. It's a pre-season competition, lads. Although saying that, I would love to have got my hands on it. You never know when you're next going to get the opportunity as a footballer to pick up a trophy. So they're going to enjoy this. Juan Fran is the captain. He's going to lift the trophy. There you go. Normal celebrations resumed. Well done, Atletico. Even though we didn't get the silverware, the board are pretty happy. We reached the final. What more can you say? What more can you say? It's about how we improved the squad now before taking on City on the 5th of August. We've got a couple of weeks before that to try and get some transfers over the line. In the meantime, Zappacosta has completed his move to Besiktas. He's no longer with the club. And Lyon have shown an interest in Antonio Rudiger, who, let's be real, I'm not interested in selling. He's a key part of our defence. I'm not even going to negotiate. Straight up reject that. So Tammy Abraham rejected a move to Leipzig, which is great because now he's going to stay in the Premier League. He has joined Crystal Palace on loan for a season. But like I said earlier, if we need him, we'll recall him. More transfer offers being made then. Fulham coming in with a 15 million. Yes, you heard that correctly. 15 million. It's not their fault. That's his valuation. For David Luiz. Just go away. Another player, by the way, that I've added to the shortlist, the transfer hub, is the Spanish international striker Rodrigo. Obviously, a number of reasons for that. One, he was mentioned a few times in the comments. Two, we've done a Valencia career mode in the past and he's been decent. And three, he can play in a number of different attacking positions. In more of a long-term goal is to sign Marco Asensio at 85 rated at just 22 years old. You know he's going to be an absolute baller. And Sergi Roberto is a player that I'd like to bring in for two reasons. One, his main position is right back. And two, he can play in midfield as well. So in terms of versatility, Sergi Roberto would be great in giving us sort of backup options. It says here he's a right back and a right mid, but I know for a fact he can play centre mid. He used to play there. Transfer offer for Marco van Ginkel. See, that we've got more money for him than we would have got for David Luiz. I'm just accepting that. 15.9 million bid from Galatasaray. Off you go, son. I've got to be quick here with the Sergi Roberto deal, though, because Manchester City have also shown an interest in him. The reason I'm going for him, like I said, is one, his versatility. When we've got Europa League as well, we're going to have a lot of fixtures this season, so we need good squad depth. Valued at 28 million, which is not too bad. We've raised a lot of money in sales already. How do they sit with 25 million? Wow, they want 44.5. That is a lot. I'm not going to go that high. I'll give you 30 though, which is above 30.5. That is above his valuation. So we've improved our offer a fair bit. He's only 26 as well. They've come down to 41. I'm not going to offer that much. Maybe 32.5. We'll just go up slowly now. £32.5 million bid for Sergio Roberto would not be too bad. Okay, we're going to need some time. They're going to consider our offer. Okay. What I don't want to happen is City to come in and go like, bam, 50 mil. See you later. Back meeting with Inter representatives again, this time over Mauro Icardi once more. I'm not going to make the same mistake last time and offer a deal that was too low. I'm going to go in at 60 million, which is already above his valuation. It is a lot of money though, but we have got it available to spend. They'll consider accepting 99.9 million. Now, I'm not going to go anywhere near that kind of money. Sorry to disappoint you all. And they want 5% as well. So let's counter. 99 million. Are you sure? I know he's decent, but there's decent and then there's utterly ridiculous in terms of prices. We've offered 65. Now they've come all the way down to 80. So let's see if we can meet in the middle somewhere. 67.5, which I think some people would still think is too much, but 67.5 is where we're at, and they've accepted it. They've accepted it. What were they trying to do before? Just see if we were stupid. So here he is in the offices, negotiating personal terms. Mauro Icardi. Discuss his role at the club. He would be an important first team player. He wouldn't be unbelievable. He wouldn't be the main man. He wants to be the first name on the team sheet. Wow, this is going to be tough. He's going to accept it. It's going to be difficult. It's going to be difficult. He wants, or expects, wow, they're playing hardball here, aren't they? A 5-year contract, yeah, fine for us. I don't want a release clause. He probably will want one. No, he expects £105,000 a week. That's not too bad. A signing bonus of 1 mil. An additional 4.3 if he scores 20 goals for the club. Right, it's the bonus that worries me. At 4.3. We'll give you 25. And we'll give you 3 mil if you score 25. I won't edit your wages. You can have the wages that you like. See if we can just get that bonus down a bit. It's not quite what he wants, but he's eager to join the club and will accept a weekly wage of 105. Maybe we could have got that down a little bit, but who cares? Mauro Icardi, the most mentioned player in the comments, has become our latest signing here at Chelsea. Another transfer offer in for Van Ginkel. This time it's Leicester City, slightly less than Galatasaray, but I want him gone, so I am just going to accept it. I don't want to jeopardise any potential transfers. They've reviewed the offer for Roberto and concluded the following terms are more appropriate. 10% sell-on clause and a transfer fee of 36.7. So City are already in negotiations and they have offered him a contract, so I'm not going to sleep on this. We're going to accept that and we're going to do everything we can to get him to agree personal terms right here, right now, before City pounce. So he wants to be an important first-team player. With the number of games we're going to have, we are going to make him feel like an important first-team player. But look at his wage demands. Don't think we're going to be able to meet it, are we? 5-year contract. Yes, that's what he's after. Let's carry on. Client isn't looking for a release clause. Absolutely fine with me. Blah, 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 blah. He wants to be on... We believe he deserves to be on 100,000. So he's taking a massive, massive pay cut to come from Barcelona here. The bonuses are fine after 20 appearances. That's fine. Don't forget City are in for him as well. So I might just agree to that. I don't want to lose out, but 100 grand a week's fine. The signing bonus, it's that appearance bonus. If we can get that down, maybe 1 mil after 20. He's definitely going to make 20 appearances this season. I just don't want to jeopardise the deal. What's going on here? Not quite what we were hoping for, but he's eager to join the club. Sergio Roberto is not going to move to Manchester City. He is now a Chelsea player. For me, that is some fantastic business. Wilfried Zaha can play anywhere behind the striker. Sergio Roberto can play in defence or midfield, and Mauro Icardi is the striker that you guys wanted. Strong signings. Of course, all going on now. Interest shown in Rodrigo. It's approached by Liverpool, so it looks as though Rodrigo could be coming to the Premier League. I don't worry about the press conference. Van Ginkel is gone, and he's gone to Leicester, so we'll be facing him this season. And Leipzig have come in with a loan offer for defender Michael Hector for a 1-year deal. Absolutely, you take him. Go on, Michael, enjoy your time there. Here we are then, Wembley Stadium, the venue for the traditional season curtain raiser, as they call it. It's the Community Shield. We're taking on Manchester City in their star-studded team. This is where it starts to get exciting because, although this is a pre-season trophy kind of thing, you know that the real season starts in just a few days' time after this. The real season is just around the corner, but what a fantastic stadium Wembley is. And I would love to win this competition, but big obstacle stands in our way in Manchester City. There he is, new man, new £67 million man, Mauro Icardi, making his debut. No place in the starting 11 though for other new signing Sergio Roberto. He's going to have to settle for a place on the bench. But the 4-2-3-1 is the formation that I feel happiest playing. Another controversial decision is to keep Zaha on the bench. Ross Barkley is going to start in that cam role. Sometimes teams put a weakened side out in this competition. Not in the case of Man City and Pep Guardiola. However, look at the bench. Isco, Jesus, Mahrez, Laporte. They are so ridiculously strong. It's a 4-3-3 formation for them. Sane, Aguero and Sterling are going to be a threat all game. Shadows are causing all sorts of visibility problems here. Very difficult to tell the difference. It's not a kit clash. In real life, these two teams wear their home kits when playing against each other. Barkley looks to feed it into Icardi. It's cleared away. As Pilaqueta rolls it down the line to Pedro, who had a fantastic pre-season. Pedro looks in for the new man Icardi. Ross Barkley makes a run ahead of him. Here is Ross Barkley through on goal, and he smashes it into the top corner. 8 minutes on the clock, and we've got the lead here at Wembley thanks to Ross Barkley. Repays the faith that we have shown in him. Great assist there, but never looked in doubt, did it? That is shades of the Ross Barkley that we saw at Everton, which made Chelsea sign him in the first place. He hasn't really been consistent since moving to Stamford Bridge. Has also had his fair share of injury problems. Missed out on the World Cup squad, of course, but if we can get him back playing consistently on the game and in real life, I have no doubt he will be an international footballer once again. Here is Hazard looking to drive at that City defence. Takes it past Otamendi with relative ease. Knocks it out left to Marcos Alonso. Not the fastest of players. Look at Sterling diving in. Penalty kick. Don't get excited though. We know I can't score penalties. I'm going to turn the little target thing off as well. Can you still stutter the run up? No, but Eden Hazard fires it past Ederson. It was pace more than anything, I think, that beat him. And Hazard doubles our lead. Just 15 minutes on the clock. It wasn't the best penalty in the world. Not quite sure how Ederson didn't save it. think it was the sheer power that beat him, like I said. Sterling, nice 1-2 of Aguero. Rudiger goes across. Don't want to give a foul away. And that is exactly what I've done. I knew I shouldn't dive in. I was like, don't dive in, just stand still. But he's bumped into Aguero. And now City have a penalty. All this inside the opening 20 mins. Aguero steps up. He doesn't usually miss. He doesn't usually miss. He's gone for the chip. Second time the computer or the AI, whatever you want to call it, has done that against me. And keeper just steps across. Collects the ball. Ridiculous. I hate the lighting. I'm hating these shadows. They're making it so hard to see, but it does happen, and it is a factor when you play at Wembley. De Bruyne finds Aguero. He's got Sane to his left. Sterling looks to pick him out, but Azpilicueta does brilliantly, defending and getting across. City getting on top now. Silva into De Bruyne, back out to Leroy Sane. Bit of a collision at the back there, but keeper claims the cross. Very, very good and assertive goalkeeping. See if we can get our rhythm back. Jorginho finds Hazard. Hazard with a chance to run. Icardi. Oh, lovely ball through. Those two linking up again. It's Ross Barkley. This time it's missed. Pedro from a tight angle. Oh, that was a real chance. Barkley looks a real threat making those runs behind the defensive lines. Corner was poor. He's going to come back out to us. So Pedro. Barkley hits it. Deflects wide. Kevin De Bruyne finds Leroy Sane. Lets it run. Chance for him to stretch his legs. Take on Azpilicueta. Plays it back to Mendy. Gives it back to Sane. Azpilicueta's been turned. Ball into the box. Goes deep. Alonso heads it away. And oh, I don't know what happened there. Here's Mendy. Finds Silva. Into Aguero. Oh, that's brilliant from City. Keeper with the save. Goes out for a corner. Half-time whistle goes. So far, so good. 2-0 lead. Could have been 2-1 if City had scored that penalty. Could have been 3-0 if Barkley had converted that chance. It's been a very lively first half. Oh, lovely, lovely play from City. Keeper comes out, makes the save. Didn't know much about it. It just hit him. He's got to get back in his goal now. David Silva tries to chip. Oh, David Luiz with an acrobatic clearance to keep the ball off the line. Incredible. Azpilicueta wins the header. Here is Pedro. Little air shot there. Oh, Kante round the corner. Jorginho. To Mauro Icardi. Looks for Pedro. Pedro's been found. Oh, good save from Ederson. Here is Hazard. Just going back out wide to Alonso here. Alonso lifts it into the back stick. Pedro arrives and Pedro scores. The bullet header, the cross caught Mendy out. Chelsea 3, Manchester City 0, and Pedro cannot stop scoring. Great play from Hazard this, little reverse ball, and Alonso just stands it up, and Mendy was caught the wrong side of Pedro, who got a running jump, and it was a great leap. Hazard knocks the ball inside. City going for it now. Barkley looks square. It's Pedro again. Can he dink it over Ederson? No, it's cleared away. City really calm and composed at the back. Honestly, we could have been 4 or 5 goals up in this game. Could have been all over already. Here's KDB. Plays the ball out to Leroy Sane. Rudiger going across to defend. Cross comes in. Alonso takes a risky touch. The keeper dives on the loose ball. Here's Riyad Mahrez. Obviously, we know he's left-footed. Probably wants to cut back. Jorginho, though, far too strong for him. He's had a great game in that midfield, Jorginho. And Alonso, what are you up to there, lad? I think we're going to make some changes, though. A double change. It's been waiting to happen for a while. Wilfried Zaha gets his introduction here at Wembley. And Mateo Kovacic comes on for Barkley, who has been brilliant. Just heard over the tannoy that Ross Barkley was announced as man of the match. And that's absolutely no surprise. He's put in a real stake for a first-team place when it comes to the opening game of the domestic league season. Mahrez absolutely munched by Rudiger. That pretty much sums up the day for City, and there goes the full-time whistle. We've won the Community Shield, and we've won it convincingly. Poor Pep. Poor Pep. What I like about this is the celebrations seem to have been toned down. For the American Challenge Cup, fans were going crazy. The players were jumping around like lunatics at the end. For this, it's very low-key, just like the Community Shield in real life. But Azpilicueta will be delighted to lift that trophy. Going into the season now, full of confidence. So Michael Hector has completed his move to Leipzig. He will be heading to the Bundesliga. There was another deal that I just saw. Munir from Barcelona has gone to Watford. And I want to know, can we see the Europa League group? How would I see that? Calendar? Other leagues? Is it in other competitions? Pick competition, that's what I want to do. Where's the Europa League? Is that on it? Here we go, Europa League. There's the draw. We've got Kortrijk, no idea, Hartberg and Stade Rennais in our Europa League group. Surely we're heading through. Surely. But that, ladies and gentlemen, is where we're going to end episode 3. Thank you so much for your support and for watching. Let me know your thoughts on the signings in the comment as Everton make a signing of 38.5 million. Mustafi from Arsenal. Transfers are mental on FIFA, always. But yeah, let me know how I can improve the series by commenting down below. Follow me on Twitch and Twitter because we're going to be lively over on Twitch as well with some live streams once the full game launches. Ultimate Team will begin. Going to do a bit of a Road to Glory type series and obviously try the Weekend League out as well. But keep it locked down here on this channel for career mode. There'll be some PES content as well for any of you that are interested in that. Thank you as always for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.